Welcome back to the channel, guys. So I'm back out here at the river camp, and this time I'm with the onetigris iron wall tent. So it's starting to rain, and it's probably going to rain the whole trip, and it's going to offer up a little bit of some challenges. So I went ahead and I got my X-bed down mat inside of the mesh inner. I did bring the mesh inner for this trip. I got my ammo can wood stove all rigged up. I got my pipe popping out the stove jack. I've gone ahead and gone all the way around the tent this time and guyed out every single guy out point. And it is pitched really tight. Just right now it's a little loose because the door's open. So a little later on I'm going to shut the door, make sure all the guy outs are really tight and secure, because it is going to get quite windy and I don't want the tent flapping around. But anyways, today I've got an interesting kind of way to mix this video up. Got my ski mask, my slippers. So got this guy. So what is this? This is another onetigris product. You guys kind of see right there. This is the onetigris synthetic top quilt for hammocks, sleeping in tents on the ground, all kinds of good stuff. So this is all I've got for insulation tonight. That's it. And it's getting rained on, so I'm going to get it inside. So got the top quilt inside the sleeping area. Like I said, it is a synthetic top quilt. The effective range, got that stuff sack right here. The effective range that it says on the stuff sack says 5 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius. Tonight it is going down to 0. Now, I do have the wood stove. I don't run the wood stove when I go to sleep. Some of you previous viewers will know that. Basically, once I get in here and I'm on a solo trip, I go to bed, I put a log in the fire, that's it. And this guy, little ammo can wood stove, probably burn that log for half hour maybe. After that, done. So I'm going to rely solely on my X-bed down mat and the onetigris top quilt to keep me warm all night. And basically I'm going to sleep in my hoodie. So under my sweater I got just a plain black hoodie and my ski mask. I'm just going to slip inside, tuck up, and I'll let you guys know in the morning how well that went. So this is kind of a testing. It's not a review video. It's a testing and just having fun outdoors. You know, it's raining. I wanted to get out with the hot tent again. And back at the river camp, beautiful spot. Had an awesome time here last time. So enough rambling and talking. Let's just get on with the video. that's not going to burn. Okay, so I've been collecting wood for probably about an hour now. The rain has been coming in off and on, so it's been a little bit of a rush here because it's already 3 o'clock and the sun not really out today, but it'll be dark at around 5 o'clock, so it gives me about 2 hours of decent usable light, and then basically it's going to be dark. So I'm not totally sure if I'm going to be doing an outdoor fire tonight. Like I said, I chewed up a lot of time just collecting wood, and the reason why it took a little longer than usual is this big pile that I've got cut and split. It's all hardwood. The softwood that I have to burn is right here. So where it's raining, I'm basically thinking I'm going to be kind of stuck inside of the tent for the majority of the time. Right now it's kind of letting up now, and then it's on, and then it's off, it's on, and so on. So I'm just getting prepared to basically burn in the stove for a long time. And whenever I burn softwood in the stove for a long time, the pipe just clogs with creosote, and I can't burn at all. So I've gone ahead and got a lot of hardwood, so hopefully it'll burn cleaner. Some of the stuff does have quite a bit of bark on it still, and I'm going to go ahead and remove a lot of that while I'm in the tent. So a couple pieces here, and the bark is a little bit wet, so I'm hoping, and well, it is actually, I was going to say I hope it comes off easy, and it's coming off really easy. So I get a lot of that scraped up, so we're burning nice clean dry wood. And some of this gnarly stuff here, and that just, knife goes right through that like butter. Really easy actually. Yeah, so I'll get all this all cleaned up inside, and I'm just getting some softwood ready. Like I said, I don't want to burn a lot of softwood, but I need some softwood for a really fast instant heat for cooking. So that's what I'm working on now, and I'm going to spend about 15 more minutes on it, and I'll bring you guys back and we'll get into some cooking hopefully. Okay, so I just remembered I didn't bring any water from home, so I collected a pot of water from the river, and instead of burning in my stove to boil it, I'm actually going to do it out here. So I got some birch bark, I got a couple pieces of dry pine here, and this old fire pit that I used probably about a week ago now. Still got some coals kind of kicking around, charcoal. So even though it is raining and I'm not really under a whole lot of tree cover, I am going to go ahead and light this. I'd much rather get a little bit wet rather than burn all my wood that I'm going to need later on tonight. And for cooking and just basic comfort, right? So yeah. So I'm going to collect a couple pieces of pine, again, just softwood, just to get a real hot fire, get a pot boiled, get it cooled down. For supper, I brought a pasta, and I got some vegetables that I need to fry up, and that's the whole purpose of the water. So really quickly, gonna run, grab some softwood, come back, get this thing blazing, boil up some water. I'm gonna do 2 pots. I brought a water bottle, so it's empty, of course. That was smart. I'm gonna boil this up, and then I'm gonna let it cool down, put it in the bottle so I have water for later on, and then I'll collect another pot, dump it on here, put it in the fire, sorry, don't dump it on, put it in the fire, and if the rain holds off, I may sit out here and cook and enjoy it a little bit. We will see. Right now we're burning time, and as you can tell, I'm rambling because I'm in a super hurry, so let's just go. All right, so to speed this up a little bit, I have some birch bark from inside of the tent, kind of borrowed a little bit. Got my fire lay all set, and I have one of these forever matches that I made out of jute twine and candle wax. So I'm going to go ahead, rough some of this up, and I'm going to light this and use this to light the birch bark. This is about as close as you'll see me use matches or a lighter out in the woods. This is a really great, useful tool for wood stoves. I like using this for my wood stove because I can hold it in the door and get the fire going. It's a great piece of kit to have if you don't have one. It's just jute twine pushed through a little metal tube, that's it. Waxed jute twine. All right, so I know a little smoky right now, kind of blowing all over the place in the camera. Fire's going good. I'm gonna crack into a beer because the rain seems to be holding off for now anyways. Off camera, I did go ahead and get the wood stove ready. So everything indoors is ready to go. If it does come down with rain, I can just go in, throw a quick spark in the stove, get that going, and stay dry and warm. So gonna crack into a beer, and this seems kind of familiar. So let's go ahead and get comfy. Seems like I was just here doing this in a hammock. Oh well, great spot, gotta come back. Whew. Nice cold IPA right there. So I went ahead and got 1 pot of water boiled, and it's sitting right here cooling down before it goes into the plastic water bottle. Here I've got my veggies, mushrooms, carrots, onions, green onions, whatnot, and I've got this package of mushroom pasta that we're going to go ahead and cook up. So let's do a little bit of prep and let's get cooking. Okay guys, pasta's ready. I've gone ahead and loaded the fire up with all these punky, rotten pieces of wood that's just been laying around. So it's shielded from the rain. If it does rain and come down, it's going to take off. It's going to burn pretty good. So not too worried about that. But right now, it's supper time. Got a couple airplanes flying overhead for the last few minutes, so kind of hoping that stops. Apologize for the audio. Not a whole lot I can do about that. Oh yeah. Oh man. Alright, so supper's all done, all the dishes are cleaned up. I went ahead and made a simple tripod out of some green limbs that I had laying around and got my lantern hung up here right in front of the door of the tent. I know you can't see the tent right now because it's a little too dark, but it's probably maybe 3 or 4 feet in front of the door. So when I do jump inside the tent with the wood stove, I'll be able to have some ambient light outdoors to kind of leave the door open and just to have that feel of being a little bit more room, you know what I mean? So we got this guy set up. I'm gonna let it burn. There's enough oil in there, it'll burn all night, right into the morning, and it's perfectly fine. So yeah, that's the deal with this. toasty warm. Oh, this big bad boy in there. So I'm here in my shelter in the onetigris iron wall, and I got the wood stove cranking. I've been in here for about an hour now, and there was a lot of background noise outdoors when I was kind of eating supper, sitting next to the fire. There was a chainsaw going way off in the distance. There was a four-wheeler going. There was all kinds of just noise. So I decided to come into the shelter after a while, and I've been sitting here kind of tinkering away, writing in my journal, doing, you know, just enjoying kind of the sound of nature and being next to the stove. So it's actually raining now. It's raining a little hard. I don't know if the camera's picking it up right now because I'm on the action camera, so the audio and the video is not the greatest. But it is raining. So you got the pitter patter of the rain kind of hit the tarp, which is very nice. I got the crackling of the wood stove, which is also very nice. And I'm in my chair. I got the lantern lit outside still, so I do have a nice glow underneath of the doorway of the tarp, which is quite nice. So, anyways, keep this real short right now. I got a nice hot fire on this wood stove. So, I'm going to let you guys go, and if anything does happen, I do come back, I will see you then, and if not, I will see you in the morning. Good morning, everybody. Last night was awesome. I had a really, really good night's sleep. So I've been up out of the bed for about an hour now, and I've just been kind of bumping around, and well, tried going back to sleep and that didn't happen. A couple airplanes were flying over. So anyways, last night I was on top of my down mat and inside of the onetigris top quilt, the synthetic one, like I mentioned. Awesome. I didn't get cold at all, and it actually snowed in some areas, so it did get down to, you know, colder temperatures. Colder than what the top quilt's actually rated for. So very happy with that. Going to be using that a lot. So just kind of digging into my coffee kit right now because I need coffee right away. So it was pretty quiet last night. Once I crawled in to the bedding area there, I fell asleep pretty quick, actually. Not lying. Like, I crawled in and put my toque on, and next thing you know, it was morning. So very, very comfortable. I decided to add coffee whitener inside of my coffee kit. So I've got the large vials of coffee, whitener, and then the little guy of sugar, if you guys can kind of see that. So did go ahead and put now I don't use the whole vial of whitener because that's a lot. As you notice, if you can kind of pick that up in the camera, I only used maybe, I don't know, maybe a fifth of it. So this is good for many coffees. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the front door just so I can kind of have that river front view and get a few things together, and yeah, I'm gonna get a few things situated because, like I said, I just kind of grabbed the camera, started filming. So let's go ahead and get a few things situated, and then kind of bring you guys back when it's a little bit more organized. All right. Alright, so sipping on my coffee here, and got a frying pan with some butter in it. I'm just getting started for breakfast, and what I'm going to do is pop the pan on there, get that butter melting. In this bag I got 2 large thick slices of zucchini. I'm going to go ahead and pop these in the pan with some garlic, some salt, some pepper, and I also have a few veggies in this bag from last night. So I got my carrot, I got my mushroom, onion, green onion, all that good stuff. So we're basically going to make a little bit of a vegetable stir fry type deal. and that's gonna be breakfast. So let's get cooking. All right, guys, so I'm all packed up. TP is in the backpack, everything cleaned up. Wood stove is still a little bit warm to the touch, but we're good to go. So I basically spent the morning, I cooked my breakfast, and I kind of bumped around camp a little bit, kind of exploring, and then I sat inside the teepee and started writing a little bit. Had a couple coffees, enjoyed a little bit of quiet time, and yeah, so now it's time to basically get out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know I'm back at the river camp location again, and I was here probably 2 weeks ago. So this location, I'm going to be giving a break for a little while. Now that we're rolling in more of winter, I'd like to get out and I'd like to hike. So my ankles are getting a little bit better. I'm going to take baby steps in where I hike and how long I hike. And I'm going to try packing really light. So I'm going to be doing a lot of hammock camping, I think, is kind of where I'm going to be leaning. Definitely be doing hot tenting still, but for the next video or two, I think what I'm going to do is get out in the hammock system a little bit more. So new locations coming, and I got my lantern, wood stove pack, and I am ready to go. So I'm going to get all this stuff and I'm going to start hiking out of the woods and get this video edited and up to you guys. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next one, guys. Peace out.